It's rolling. It is.
Yeah, I got you. No problem. Thank you.
Did he call you Gree?
So he said,
Who nicknames Gree?
Gree, do not call me Gree. Me and Gree will have an argument. Hey, so we're at San Jacinto, another San Jacinto College. This is the South Campus. And it's your second to last performance or show.
It
So that's
is.
kind of sad that I'm not going to be able to do these every day anymore. But we're in a theater today. And so the thing about the campus is the theater is a far distance away from the school. So it's really about how many, the publicity, the advertisement, how many professors are agreeing to bring classes, So we're going to see the turnout today. But either way, I've learned that it doesn't matter. Let's give a great show and everybody's going to love it regardless. Let's go. Let's go get some food. I think they can be a little louder. We're good because
Well, they were here. Yikes.
But the verse ain't gonna go back into. We do black make that. It's not
I think the horns are just much louder than that. I gotta do a bunch of stuff because that's not necessarily me.
Right.
Now I'm just gonna spit. I'm gonna talk. Like the power in the product are the words that I'm saying.
There's so many inventions that black people have invented that we see every day that you may not know. Leo, let's go. Wake up, hit the switch, cold wake, light up. Notice that filament, ball in the light bulb. Take the shirt, iron more use that. Nice, dry clean jeans, hey, that's a nice touch.
Of course, move a little bit, but that's because I'm just enjoying the time up there, right? But ultimately, it's like I can sit there in a chair and just rap monotone for the most part, but it's still powerful because they're looking at the video and they're listening to the words because it's educational. So I think as times progress, I've understood that. So I'm not, at the end of the show, super exhausted like I used to be because I'm not giving all of my body, just my soul and my energy and, intellect. And so I think that's a cool change.
I got a question. Listen, what is good hair? I want to know. Is it not good if it's worn natural? See, yeah, I'm rich like Casabusa. He black out, wake up, tied up in a house with your back down, naked. Eyes on you.
How do you guys feel about the Latino music?
It was good. It was funny. Yeah,
It was nice.
It was nice to be able to
Include
us.
Because you don't
as
really,
well. I don't feel like people do it like as educational as they did.
That's it.
Leo, what would LA be without Mexicans? Or those from Guatemala? Nada? Nada. That means nothing. I read some pages of Spanish, I promise you. I know it's true. What would New York be without Puerto Ricans or Dominicanos? Nada? Nada. What would Texas be without Salvadorians? Miami without Cubanos? Nada? Nada. What would America be without immigrants? Leo, tell them we be nada. Nada, 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 nada.
We hear so much about that we're slaves and, this is our history, but our history is so much more, and I really appreciate you coming.
It was really good, and we were just outside talking that we're not going to straighten our hair tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah, we're wearing froze.
We're going to wear our froze, our natural beauty. So, thank y'all so much for coming.
Really appreciate it.
I felt good. You said, how did I feel? Yeah, I felt good. It was a cool show. People came on stage, and honestly, a lot of times I just watch you guys, so I was like, I feel like moving. So I ran out and decided to do this. It was a good time.
Hey, camera. We're at San Jacinto Community College, Central Campus. We got a show today. Obviously, that's why you are looking. Really excited because we get to stay in the same city for an entire week.
That is a rarity. Has yet to happen yet on this tour. So that's going to be comforting to not have to change hotels every night. Got Keisha with us, 3315. What's up? 3315. And I'm putting up the merchandise. So as you may know, when you're on tour, the majority of your money is not coming from sales and album stuff. It comes from merchandise sales. Like even the shows itself are just a small amount of the money. What really keeps you going is merchandise, especially in this tour at community colleges or colleges, universities, because a lot of them, they can't pay out initially. So their payout takes about 30 days, which means I need some money to get gas and etc. until then, because I ain't got it like that. I am a little tired, actually. I didn't expect myself to be kind of pooped as I am today. A little tired. Could have been from all the water I drank yesterday, but I'm a little tired. Ultimately, I'm excited. I think the Warriors game gave me a lot of perspective.
Please welcome the creator of Schoolyard Rap, Grio B.
Hey, Oracle Arena, there's so many black-made inventions that we see and don't know. This microphone, James West invented it. See, black made that. When I say black made that, you say all that. Black made that? Woo! You like, hold up, wait. Grio B philosophy, Greeks made that. Philosophy from Egypt, we made that. Art, medicine, even math, started in Africa. We take that. We invented many things. Patent was taken. Route for a fraction what it would be making. Culture can be seen in most things in this nation. Let me teach you about appropriation.
I am the shit. I'm pretty cool at what I do, and people appreciate it. I'm just trying to get to the level where people know it. I'm excited to actually just continue educating. Every crowd is different. This school is going to be mostly Latinos, so that's going to be interesting. So, Black history, trying to educate them about Black history while still tapping into their history a little bit. So that's why I was very strategic by wearing this shirt today and then the Black Love Brown Prize shirt today, because I want them to buy the shirts, but also I want them to kind of see there's an affinity between some of the struggles that we go through culturally.
So Brandon has been in the school system, a teacher for over 10 years, and he gave up that to go on the road and teach.
Out of necessity, we make something out of nothing. Today, they call it ghetto, but we just trying to make it function. So we have never done this. I have never done this song, but I saw an acoustic guitar, so we're gonna try something. The sister drove away. He was walked into a cage on the floor and he laid. He thought about his brother and the words he heard his mother say. Bésame. Respeta a las mujeres, eres latino. Las niñas son iguales a los niños.
My name is Kariana Mosley. My favorite songs were Black Made That and I'm Black. I thought the show was amazing. I was so excited to see that I was being represented up there. The songs had so much information that I was just soaking up.
Awesome show. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Show.
You made a fellow historian proud. Yeah.
I've been all across the country. Indiana, Texas, Louisiana, Connecticut, Philly. And to be honest, these students prove me one thing. They are the real HU.
Well, say that for me, go. Sit up, I'm trying to stiff the spine, make you stand up, raise your fist with some pride, cause you're black. Be proud of that, I'm black.
And we need to get him back, so I want you to get Age, you know?
Now Hampton, I hear you have a claim on that title, but truthfully, I won't know if you are the real HU until you invite Grio B to your school. See, if you turn up like they did, then maybe you'll be in the discussion. You accept the challenge? School y'all rap. Just finished our show at Howard University. It was a great moment. It was one of the highlights of this tour so far. Not just because we performed at one of the most prestigious HBCUs, but because of the adversity we kind of went through in order to do the show. We arrived around 3 hours early like we normally do for sound check, and through some sort of stroke of bad luck, the speakers that we received to do the show, they weren't working properly. And so we didn't get the speakers until around, I'll say about 30 minutes before the show was supposed to begin. So right there, we kind of had a decision. So we took a huddle and we just said, hey, what are we gonna do? And so we decided to drive 30 minutes to the nearest Guitar Center, go buy a speaker, and bring it here, which meant the show was gonna be late and start late. Now, we'll never do this ever again, but I'm very happy we did it in this case because the crowd, one, they truly appreciated it. They were so great because they waited for that time. For about close to an hour before the show was supposed to start at 3, it ended starting up at 4, but they waited, and it was worth every second because they actually got to feel the music and hear the purpose. And I felt that if we used just an a cappella version, it wouldn't have been as strong. So Howard University is an amazing time because you really got an opportunity to teach a bunch of students who went to HBCUs oftentimes because they weren't getting that feeling of feeling inclusive and black at their schools. A lot of them went to PWIs or private Catholic schools, and so they were really excited to learn about black history through this fashion and genuinely impressed by what we were doing and how we did it. The best part of it was my students. So at the end of the show, a girl comes to me and says, Mr. Brown, do you remember me? I'm like, Elizabeth, that's you!
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Mary Teagan. I just saw the Griot B perform, and he was actually my 8th grade U.S. history teacher, class 8B, Inglewood, California. Yeah, he was doing all these songs and stuff, even as my teacher, like, he would help us, you know, with the curriculum about slavery and the emancipation. My favorite song that he performed today was Black Made That, and also the last one, I'm Black. I feel like those 2 songs were the most empowering out of everything that he did.
She was I taught her when she was in 8th grade, and she was just so happy to see what we were still doing, that I was still doing this in this fashion, because I used to rap for her. She's actually the first class I ever rapped for was her class, and I used, rap to teach them, and so she did some of the songs to me, and was like, oh, I still remember the lyrics, and that was just mind-blowing, because not only is she in a great school and a great institution and is matriculated through high school to become the young lady and woman she is, she genuinely has some pride in what we're doing and what I'm doing continuously, following my dreams and my career. So it's just a great day. The Bruhs came, a good friend, Lerone Banks, came through, blessed us with some gift cards to give as gifts for the students. Yeah, I really love today. Screw y'all rap.
To actually get the drink we want. Gosh.
How's it going? How's the tour going for you, DJ Leo?
Thank you. Tour is going good. I'm enjoying myself. We've been traveling, we've been on the road. Kind of rough. Doing a show, hopping back in the car, back to the airport, new hotel, another show, back in the car, back to the airport. But it's cool. I'm enjoying myself. I get to DJ in front of a bunch of different crowds. I like seeing different people's reactions to the music. I was able to do like a little 90s vibe one day. I was able to do like all 2018 tracks another day. So it's cool seeing how different people react to different genres of music and different decades, things like that. So, yeah. That's me.
We on tour. Hey, I'm feeling full. Just had the Chick-fil-A. Don't know why. Hey, that this morning cause the breakfast going a heavy way. In my gut, but out my butt to go. That's called poop. Number 2, yeah, toilet bowl. I'm rapping with DJ Leo, mixing it up, doing it what? Like DJs wanna be, can't got the finger speed that he need to mix every single beat. Yeah, it calls School Y'all Rap. You know that's facts. Yeah, what we do is spit facts. I'm in. They ask, yo, I'm that black praising facts, saying tracks, slaying teacher. I talk so much as a kid, I mind you call me preacher. Walk into a class, tell the staff, nice to meet you. Drink your kombucha, I'ma show you how to reach your mama griot. leader for people, a hero. Saving classes from teachers that's illegal. Practice are evil, lessons backwards deceitful. Kids should leave their classes feeling actually regal. Hey, DJ Leo Mix. That's a shit. You know how we do, DJ Leo, we about to hit the boom live. 3315 on the, hey, 3315 on the video. You know, she got to scroll it, up and down she roll it. Never see somebody flip a video so fast. Next day I'm like, yo, where that video I asked for? But she said, yo, check your DMs, yo, check your text. I sent 3 already. Dang, Keisha, you the best. Like, wow.
You never loved me. I'm just something to run to when you're injured. When pain is painted across your face, when weakness leaves you with too much time on your hands, when you hit the bottle a little too hard and crave my affection. So don't snap for me, I ain't a basic poet. Clap for me, I'm an amazing poet. Jaded cause my aim better may persuade James that you should have known better. Pocket full of rolls that are stones. They don't want us finding out that we're all the same, pimpin'. So for everybody that's had to hold their tongue because they didn't know the language, I'll forever be the loudest person in the building. Inglés es mío. UNT, my name is Sin. Thank you guys again so
much. Today's performance was rough. It's hard to just kind of shift your mind frame at the end of things. I say that because the show had about 8 people in attendance, if that. And, you know, I'm doing this really great thing. It's like this, it's this way of presenting this historical information that needs to be learned and is not learned in schools. It's not taught, and it's needed. And I do it in such a phenomenal way. And I just want people to hear it. Like it's like balancing like your will versus God's will in a sense, and like your time versus God's time, and understanding that, and being humble enough to recognize that you can work all you want, but that God has to be in control, and also God ain't gonna give you anything if you don't work for it, because that faith without works is dead thing. And like, I feel like I put in a lot of work to get here. 3 years of just grinding and putting together everything. And you know, when schools bring me out, to not have a lot of people there, I won't say it's a slap in the face, but it could be demoralizing. And today I let that emotion get the best of me. Not during the performance, I still gave a great performance, because ultimately there were people in there who need to learn. So just as if I'm teaching 1 student versus 30 students, I'm always going to teach the best of my ability, but it's tempering that impatience that you can have with the patience that is needed. And it's like, I know I need patience, but also I want this thing to blow. I want the whole world to know about Schoolyard Rap, and to hear the Black History album. And Black History Month is such a finite amount of time, and usually that's when schools pay money to bring you out. It's like I want them to have it during that time. So ultimately, it was a good show. With the help of, you know, Keisha, who's not just a business associate, she's a friend. And with the help of Leo, who's my DJ, but also a friend, I was able to kind of overcome that. The help of, you know, those loved ones around me, like, I was able to overcome that angst I felt, and that feeling of emotion, of sadness. So now we're going to Howard. And that's going to be lit. I'm not even getting paid for this. I'm coming out of pocket to go to this, because Howard University, bruh, I'm excited.
Yeah. It's that two-stepping, y'all. I need everybody to dance for. Let's two-step to this. Oh boy, hey. Ladies and gentlemen.
5 minutes to the show starts, and it's a packed house. It feels good. A lot of middle school kids. A lot of diversity, and I'll say that. It's the crowd seems to be predominantly Caucasian, which is good, right? Because I think this is a great opportunity now to kind of give this information and educate them, right? I think, especially the youth growing up, I'm sure they're going to see so much stuff on Instagram, hate speech, and all this ignorance that's out there, right? On both ends of the world. So I'm just, I think it's a great opportunity to kind of educate them differently, educate them properly. Squeak all around. Black made that. All that. Hey, we about to turn up one good time. I'm excited. This is dope. We simultaneously said.
We did it.
Yo.
Oh wow.
This is dope.
Did you guys do that? That is so cute. Black made that.
I like that.
Wow. This is dope. Oh my goodness. Tiana, can I get you on camera saying you did this a couple weeks ago?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I came up with that idea a couple weeks ago because I like the song, so I figured it was the way to promote it.
Right. Oh my God, that was so smart and so creative. Sometimes
I wish you had some of the real things though. That would have been cool.
Right at the actual time, like the vintage ones. Oh my God, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, like I really wanted the tricycle, honestly.
Right.
Sit and have right here. I really wanted to. Nobody had one.
So please welcome 3LB.
Well, hello there. How we doing today? What's up? Who said what's up? What's up, man? How you doing? I'm gonna watch out for you. What's your name? You said what? Mr. Walker. Got my eye on him, man. I wanna play a game. I want you to think right now, and be honest. Think of the black history that you're taught in school. You're running through the dark, but you're so lost that you get caught lying on the ground. Strings all around, bumping dogs on top. Then you're brought back to the town, strapped to the trunk of a tree. Which goes right way past your keys. Eating at a tongue, you beg and plead. But the man's whiplash will not cease. Eventually, you black out, wake up, tied up in a house with your back down, naked, like a brother from the moon. But you're not alone nor a home in his room. Don't get the sky. You, sky, when the stars blink, like us. And give it, they're gonna move me in and move me in. Don't let myself up. They got some people rich. I'm talking about Louis and Queen. New black lines are so innovative. That's so true. Say, that's so true. Say, that's so true. We made something out of nothing. I'm a black boy. Proud and black, proud and black. I'm black. I'm proud of that. I'm black. I'm proud of that. I'm black. And I'm proud of that. Hey, proud and black. Listen.
Hi, I'm Celeste McNeil. I'm the Director of Student Life here at Texas A&M University in Texarkana. We had the privilege of meeting Brandon Brown at the APCA Regional Conference in October this year, and he was the most booked event at that conference. Our students immediately loved his show, loved his energy, they loved his message, and so we were one of, I think, 22 schools in our state that booked him. He had a lot of communication with us in between booking and the show, so we felt really good that he knew what he was coming here to do, and we were very prepared for the show. The communication was great, and whenever he got here, he 100% delivered on what we thought was going to happen. Our students loved it. We had a lot of guests from the community. They loved the event. It was a lot of energy, a great positive message, and we couldn't be happier to have him back on campus.
We did that. We did that. Texas A&M, Texarkana. We killed it. We smashed it. Obliterated. Like hammer. Bah! Like I'm Thor, but Black Thor. You know what that is? John Henry. Bet.
That's 6 minutes.
Huh?
That's 6 minutes.
That's 6 minutes.
That's 6 minutes and 7 seconds.
Plus the 35 seconds of me introducing.
That's 6.5. That's over 6.5 minutes.
I need to find, and I need to plug schoolyardrap.com. I gotta plug that, otherwise it's pointless. Like, I gotta make time for the most. Okay, what's the best thing about this? Right, it's a free show. I'm paying this money to get there.
Are we doing video or not?
That's the question.
Did you ask?
Of course I asked that. Hell of time, no problem.
I need to know if we're able to project video or not, because that is going to determine a lot.
We can do. What if we just did the second verse? What verse is better? The first or the second verse? I like both verses. Is this recording still?
You stink? Yeah.
Can it pick up smells too?
Yeah. The thing is,
Let it
it's
take
gonna start turning green in a second.
Cheese doesn't do a body good. Milk doesn't do a body good.
She had 13,000 pesos and a dream to get a family out of situation you would never dream would be your situation. Husband,
yes, baby. So listen, we at Bossier Parish Community College, and it's a more intimate crowd, smaller venue. So I'm thinking of switching the show up. So at the end of the shows we do surveys, and one of the survey response questions, is like, hey, what critical feedback do you have? How can we make the show the best show possible? And somebody at the last show had a really good point. It was a large theater, right? But there were very little people because of advertisement on the school's part. And their feedback was, hey, for a smaller crowd like this, it would be more beneficial for you to kind of tone the energy down, make it a little more intimate, ask some questions, question response. And so I like that feedback. I felt that was one of the first true pieces of feedback we received on the surveys. So I want to give that a go on this day and try a little something different. Well, different than what we've been doing, but I've done this lecture style plenty of times before in California before we came on tour. So yeah, I'm excited. Bossier Parish Community College, something different. Schoolyard rap.
ain't enough. 1 month ain't enough. Yeah. 1 month ain't enough. Hey, 1 month? Hey, 1 month? Yeah, 1 month ain't enough. Hey, Leah, let's start this off. See, you were taken from your land, torn from your mother's hand. You're brought to this strange place. You're around people that don't even speak your own language. And the only thing you can think about is home. Doesn't matter. Hey, Freedom Riders, yeah, they coming to the cookout. Jane Elliott, she coming to the cookout. No slave owner ever coming to the cookout. And if you don't give us freedom, you better look out. Now, he speaks eloquently too, so if he's a white boy, then what that made you? You call me Carlton, cause proper diction. But I can still speak like Will Cole switching. That's a begging for his life, choke him out, said he couldn't breathe, we squeezed. Extinguisher, not for freedom, this is payback. They rape our sisters and our wives, man, we had to take that.
My favorite song was Mansa Musa, and overall, the show was just amazing. It really teaches you a lot, and it helps.
They were honestly amazing. They were so inclusive. They got it out there. They were straight to the point, and they had fun with it. It was great. I enjoyed it. I was off dancing on the side. Y'all saw me back.
A lot of songs out there. My favorite one has got to be the one about the Black Girls International.
Wait another night, one more night.
It was never my intention to be a touring artist.
I'm keeping that in there.
How I left my job as assistant principal to focus on Schoolyard Rap as a company, and so the idea as a company was a curriculum company. So the goal was to create, of course, have these songs that I love making, but having the animated videos and lesson plans, worksheets, project-based learning for teachers to use in their classroom. I had a contract with a school that shall not be named in a district that I will not say because I don't want to burn any bridges, but the school itself met with the principal, vice principal, everybody shook hands. They said, bet, it's done deal. We're gonna pay you X amount of dollars, which was in the multiple thousands, and it was like, this is what you're gonna do for our school. I was so juiced. I started spending money that I didn't have yet, but I was based on what it was gonna happen. Mistake number one. And about 3 weeks later, When the principal called me and said, hey, unfortunately we can't do the deal anymore because the district says it's too much money to use at this time. Heartbroken. So I went through like a depressive state for like 3 days, maybe 2. On that 3rd day, I rose. Not like a Jesus reference or anything, even though ironically it is because I prayed. So I went from that 3rd day, I called this organization called APCA, which I heard about through a comedian buddy of mine named Nate Jackson. And APCA is basically, it puts you as an entertainer, comedian, motivational speaker, bands, rappers, jugglers, in front of college students and their advisors. And their advisors, they come together for this conference in a regional area like Houston for the Southeast region, that's why I'm here, and you perform for them. So I called the lady there at APCA and I asked a lot of questions. I think I was on the phone with her for an hour because I wasn't sure what this was or if it's a first investment. It was about $1,700 just for me to apply to be a part of the APCA and go to one of the conference, and another $1,000 or so to actually book the hotel, travel, etc. So like I spent about 3 G's for that. But I said, okay, it may be worth investment because if I get at least 2 shows, then okay. So I didn't know how many shows I get at the APCA, but I performed my heart out, and it turned out I got 22 shows. The highest booked performer in the past 15 years, they told me. I was juiced. And so that's really how this tour, like, mentality of Schoolyard Rap started. The goal is still the curriculum. I think it's definitely needed in our school districts. But this is at least allowing me to fund my curriculum and have capital because I didn't really have much. I emptied my 401k and used all that to kind of survive and build up the company. So this is an exciting opportunity, and that's why I'm out here touring. Don't make me laugh, no. He pulled up in a puddle of water and my sweater dropped. Really?
I like this.
It's been the other way around.
You ready for Delgado? How do you feel about the stage?
The stage is dope. It's the first time we've done that type of theater style, whereas I'd be on the bottom level and people are looking down. It's kind of been the other way around, and just more spread out. So it's a unique stage. It's kind of makes you change the show just a little bit because of that. But I think it's going to be a dope show regardless. They're all going to enjoy it. Whoever comes out is going to really enjoy and learn about Black history through rap, which is a dope thing and something they've never seen before. And they're definitely going to leave inspired, educated, uplifted, and feeling proud to be Black. We got a show at 2 o'clock. We're on that class to on tour to teach about Black history. The vocal warm-ups. So I'm performing like every day this week, like literally every day. So The last thing I want is for my voice not to be able to, be at its capacity or at the best level, especially, as we go to some of these colder, harsher climates that we're going into in DC. So definitely have to warm up your voice every day. My sister, Brianna Brown, at Bree Loves, she actually sent me some links and helped me, to vocal warm up, taught me about like hot tea and lemon with honey. I'm in here to sound like Mariah Carey.
Let me take you to a river. Niger, soft deep like a J in pajama. Below the Sahara, see we in the Sahara. Wake up, hit the switch, hold room tied up. Notice that filament all in the light bulb. I have the time of my life. HBC, I love my H's on my people. Outside the Canada, we wanna read. Hey, nah, we wanna read. We take the whole place to do it. Look in the mirror and shout. I am beautiful from head to toe. It's give me time on the black hand side. So try to lose that. We're more than just us athletes in the hood rap. We're the most innovative, underrated, complicated culture in the whole wide world. OurStory proves that. We weren't just slaves, we were more than that. When Europeans weren't slaves, we were more than that. We taught them how to save even more than that. So look at all the stuff we gave the more. I'm talking more like the black things that rule the first place, man. Oh, I can't tell her. 1 2 Othello. More with the woo in the city. If you ever feeling lost, just remember, you is the winner, I'm black. Be proud of that, I'm black. Be proud of that, I'm black. Be proud of that. Hey, proud and black. Proud and black, I'm black. Hey, I'm proud of that, I'm black. I'm proud of that, I'm black. I'm proud of that. Proud and black. You proud of it? See, I'm a rose that grew out of concrete, and so are you. Together we blossom and still do.
He's a very good performer, very educational. Thank you.
Great visual experience, great audio experience, great art form, good rapping.
And I just seen the performance and it was amazing. I think that every student, teacher, anybody should catch this show.
It wasn't just like about rapping. It was basically like giving us facts on Black history, giving us facts like letting us know that we are Black, that we're beautiful. That's it.
When his showcase pretty much brought the house down, I kind of knew immediately he was going to be pretty special at performing.
Yeah, we had a bunch of issues, missed opportunities, a couple miscues, but still we made it, paid it with a rent suit, even through a pressure. We started as kings and bosses, transition to leaders and thinkers and rulers and states. We moved and we shaped the fabric of the country that suits us way. Don't you ever think you weak, that we were just facing. I'm a real with the masses and the masses. I went to college, learned what we had to call the masses. They wouldn't let us read our knowledge, have to be disastrous. Cause when you free your mind, you want to break out the shadows. See, rappers want to move your body. I'm trying to move your mind. They just want to move your body. I'm trying to move your mind. They just want to loose it up. I'm trying to sit in spines, make it stand